All right, let's dive into a story that, honestly, seems to defy reality itself. It's an incredible story about what can happen when a totally hopeless diagnosis runs headfirst into a single unbreakable belief.
So, take a look at this guy. This is Sangram Singh. He's an elite, international-level wrestler. The very picture of strength, of power, of discipline. This is actually the end of his story. But to really get how he got here, we have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Because, get this, the same man, the absolute powerhouse you just saw, was once diagnosed with a crippling disease, stuck in a wheelchair. And his doctors, they gave him, at best, just 1 year to live. A completely, totally different reality.
So that's the big question, right? How is that even possible? How does a person go from a death sentence in a wheelchair to competing on the world stage of wrestling? Let's break down exactly how it happened.
Okay, so the journey really kicks off at the lowest possible point. That moment when everyone else, and I mean everyone, just gave up. It was when the experts delivered their final, hopeless verdict.
You have to picture this. Sangram is just a little kid, only 6 years old, when he gets hit with this severe form of arthritis. And this wasn't just some minor ache or pain. We're talking about a debilitating condition that put a young boy, who, by the way, lived in a village where wrestling was everything, into a wheelchair.
And from there, his reality just kept getting bleaker. He had this dream of being a wrestler, but a coach just brutally dismissed him, saying, "You can't even stand. How can you become a wrestler?" So his family takes him to the top doctors in Delhi, looking for answers, and they just confirmed the absolute worst. They told him he had 6 to 12 months to live. That was it.
And this right here, this is the crucial point. After hearing it from the doctors, the experts, the coaches, everyone came to the exact same conclusion. It was over. The family went home, and as he put it, everybody accepted the reality. Everybody. Well, except for one person.
And this is the turning point. This is where everything starts to change. In a world full of accepted facts, one person decided to believe in something completely different. And that person was his mother. I mean, the contrast here is just so stark. On one side, you have the combined weight of his family, his community, and medical science all agreeing on this one, single, tragic reality. And on the other side, you have the isolated belief of his mother, who just flat out refused to accept it.
But here's the thing. Her belief wasn't just some passive hope. It wasn't just wishful thinking. She turned that deep inner conviction into a powerful daily action. She created a ritual that would end up changing everything. So her method was basically a 3-part ritual. It started with the physical act, oil massages. Yeah, the doctors had recommended them, but she performed them relentlessly, all day long. But this was infused with this powerful intention. Every single massage was her way of channeling her faith directly into her son. And she sealed it all with an affirmation, a specific phrase she repeated constantly. And this was the phrase. She didn't say, "He will be a wrestler," or "I hope he becomes a wrestler." No, she spoke in the present tense, as if it were already a fact. He is a wrestler. It was like she was speaking a new reality into existence with every single touch.
So what was the result of this one person's focused, singular intention? It was nothing short of a complete and total reshaping of what everyone else had accepted as the cold, hard reality.
The core idea here is just astounding. The faith of one person, focused with that much intensity, can actually have a physical, tangible effect on another person. What's crazy is it wasn't even Sangram's own belief at first. It was his mother's belief for him that lit the spark.
When you see it laid out side by side, the transformation is just staggering. The reality was a boy in a wheelchair with maybe a year to live. The outcome? An elite international athlete. That impossible gap, it was bridged by his mother's unwavering belief.
So the ultimate takeaway from this whole story isn't just about, positive thinking. It's that a focused, deeply held belief, when you put it into action, isn't just a reaction to the world. It can be a force that actually creates the world. His mother didn't just hope for a different reality. She worked day in and day out to manifest it.
And that leaves us with one last thought. This whole incredible story started with the belief of one person acting for another. So it really makes you wonder, if one mother's conviction could defy medicine and create an international wrestler, whose reality could your belief help to reshape?